You gotta keep slamming that like that?
Oh, sorry.
I can hear that all the way in here.
I'm bad.
Man,
Cook your dinner.
you banging away.
Trying to cook your dinner.
Yeah, look at her sneaking down the steps. Go ahead with that. Swear, man. Anyway. It all depends on what you like. Damn.
Oh, I'm trying to cook, Gerald.
You know I love you more than I can say. Oh, we never ever go our separate ways.
I need money. I need cash fast. Give me the bag. Give me the bag.
Yeah, been scrolling, y'all. Been scrolling. So, the crazy part is, we're going to talk about some battle rap. Right? Hold on. So, Jae Millz and Rum Nitty is going at it. This is battle rap. Mind you. This is for entertainment purposes only. We will do fair use as prescribed by the law. And there's no bully or intimidating as long as I'm on the watch. What we're here to do is give you time and time again, put you up on what I'm on so we can be on the same page. I'm Daryl. I'm your host. This is another RUR Media Productions. And what we talking about? Battle rap. What we talking about? Battle rap. So let's talk about battle rap. Yes. Now, Rum Nitty did a song called The Repass. Let me see something. Let me see if it's going to come right up. Okay. I hope you can hear it.
So special.
This is real dope music, nigga, think about it. You don't want no real smoke, stupid. Like you laid up in the hospital, the fifth floor unit. On the feeding tube, meals going through you. Fuck you niggas thought I wasn't gonna say nothing, this shit for real.
Now it has 19,000 views. It's called The Repass. Now, I'll say this. It's definitely good. I like it. And I understand. And we're going to put a pause on this. I'm sure you heard it. So, he has the repass. He struck first. He struck at Jae Millz first, right? And I would say this is good. This is good and serviceable, but I feel like it's limited. And the reason why I say that it's limited is because he says in the song that he won't be writing no more. He not coming back at this. Nah. This is it. So if this is it, that's it. Now if Millz gets better, that's it. It's a really good song. But like I said, he said that he's only going to write, he's not going to write again, which I think is a mistake. Now, people can say what they want, but it's a mistake. You cannot do one for Jae Millz. And I don't know if Jae Millz is going to strike again. He may not, because he only struck once against Eazy. So, and Eazy put out I thought was a good track. You know what I mean? And this is the same way. Another good track where this could go either way. People could say Jae Millz won. People could say Rum Nitty won. You know what I mean? But right now, as it stands, Rum Nitty struck first, and it's a really good track. Now, Jae Millz did one, and it's called War. And this is his response to...
If you only do one thing to kick off 2026, let
yeah,
it
I
be
don't
this.
have that.
Become a Fora advisor. When I moved
So
to
I know
Italy
what y'all gonna say. I don't have premium, but Jae Millz does this one. It's called War. Now, Rum Nitty has 19,000 views. Jae Millz has 33,000 views. I get it. And you know what's going to happen is people is going to pick these tracks apart. Now, I'll say this. Jae Millz does a lot of his videos, particularly in one spot from different angles. And I think that's kind of getting dry to people's eyes, regardless of how we feel about it. I just think that if Jae Millz did more scenes to his videos or whatever, people will perceive him a little bit different. And I can understand people saying like the flow is the same. I can understand all of that type of stuff. And, you know, you're probably right. The flow is somewhat the same. But that's his flow. Nobody changes their flow because you say so. They change their flow as they feel fit to change their flow. Now, it's a really good track to me. Both tracks are really good. Are they great? No. Neither track to me is great. But they're really good. And I think this round for both of them comes down to preference. It depends on what you like as far as that goes with your tracks. Yeah, it depends on what you like as far as tracks. Like, you can be a fan of Jae Millz. You can be a fan of Rum Nitty. But I think what it all comes down to and what it all boils down to is your preference. Now, Rum did a lot of name flips. Rum did do some flow changes. He hit some pockets. His track is emotionless, though. That's just what I feel. I feel like he don't, like, I'm used to when somebody puts out a diss song, it has some emotion to it. But Rum is so calm, it kind of almost throws you off. Now, maybe that's the behavior he wanted to show, but him as a battle rapper, if you know him as a battle rapper, we want them same type of emotions. Yeah, so this is a preference battle. It's a battle where, depending on what you like, you can come up with a summation. Now, I know there's people that like, they have a bias towards,
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it.
because I don't have,
Base 44.
I keep saying this, I don't have the jam, the YouTube Premium. But anyway, some people are biased at this, and I say to your bias, at least consider what the other man is saying before you pick. Now, I think, in my own opinion, I think that he didn't have enough attitude to me, you know, Rum Nitty. He didn't seem like he was mad. And I think that's what dissing is. Dissing is going to a deep level, you know what I mean? To diss somebody, it's a mentality. It's not just rapping, it's a mentality. Like all types of rap has a different mentality. If you like, you can have that R&B rapper, and that's his mentality. You can have that just straight off the street rapper that's doing the drill, or you know what I mean, the hustling and stuff like that. That's a mentality. Just like dissing is a mentality. Battle rap is a mentality. Everybody can't do it. I think Rum Nitty should have approached it more like battle rap. I mean, because don't get me wrong, his flow and everything was great. But I think he should have approached the inflection of his voice and things like that like he would as if it was battle rap. And not like, I guess he did the diss song thing, but it just wasn't that compelling to me. Now, other people may take it other ways, which is fine. But it's kind of intriguing because Rum Nitty say this is his last one, right? But he mentions Eazy as well as he mentions Mickey Factz, which ties us to the other faces in the thumbnail that you may even see back here. Like what's going on. So Mickey Factz is going to bomb. He did a reaction. He's going to bomb back. And he's saying that he don't want to bomb too early because he don't want it to look like they're jumping on Rum Nitty. But it's crazy because Rum Nitty didn't just write a song about Jae Millz. He took shots at Eazy the Block Captain and Mickey Factz. And like I said, Mickey Factz is going to strike. But he wants this one to have its proper space first. Now, I can say that it sounded like to me that Jae Millz could have been premature on the writing of this song because it sounded like he had this song in the tuck. And he said, well, you know, if Rum diss me, I'm going to throw it out. But I think he should have rethought his strategy a little bit. You know, because he did do a blog. He did a blog concerning Rum Nitty and what he was wearing, his clothing, and I mean, he's a funny guy. He does his thing on those when he does his blogs. You know what I'm saying? He does his thing. But he dropped this song, who it says was shot by Dana Sharif, who was, I believe, his fiance, who they will be married at some point. Now, Millz was pretty much to the point, as he always is, and gunning. And I understand people, it's people that say, well, you know, they tired. But as I mentioned earlier, I think they're tired of the type of videos that he shoots. And my advice to you, Jae Millz, if you're listening, you don't have to listen. I mean, you much bigger than I am. I'm this little guy with only an opinion. But I would get more scenes in my diss songs. Because it seems like you take a scene and you just take the camera and you move it around at different angles. And that's your approach. I mean, you have an awesome production. You know, with the sound, the video and everything, but I just think you need more to the video. And I think that's what people was getting tired of. They also say that they're getting tired of whatever, but I can't say I'm getting tired of his beat selections and stuff because he went from doing the AI thing to not doing the AI thing to just doing plain beats and stuff like that. And I say, whatever's good for you, use that until somebody beats you with that. You went away with the AI. I like the AI. I think the AI was fly because it's the way it was incorporated in your songs, and it made you have a different rhythm to your songs. I don't know if other people noticed that, but I did. I noticed that your songs had a different cadence and rhythm when you were using the AI, especially in DNA. He never been outside. Ah, DNA. He never been outside. You know what I mean? Or turn up your lights off. Turn up lights off. Turn up lights off. Anyway, so I say stick with what works. And Rum Nitty, props to you. You did a good job on this first one. You got people even debating it, whether Millz is any good or not. And I say that's a good start. You know, now if you can get better, now if you don't bomb back, I don't know what you're thinking, but if you don't get any better, and Millz tends to heat up on the second and third track. He seems to get better and better. I think the first one is just that, you know, that you got to throw something out there for people to bite on. Once they bite on it, then you can sink your teeth in. You know what I'm saying? And dig down and reel them in. You know what I'm saying? So I think Nitty ought to beware because, as I said, Mickey Factz is coming for you. 1, 2, Mickey Factz is coming for you. 3, 4, Millz is at your door. You see what I'm saying? It's that type of thing. So you better get your act together, you know, Rum Nitty. Not to say that this is bad because you did your thing on this one, but let's see if you can follow it up. Because, you know, Millz likes 3 rounds. You know, so you got to be prepared to go those 3 rounds. I hope you're prepared to go those 3 rounds. And then you never know with Mickey Factz. He did a whole 8, 9 songs on Verb. So you better keep that in mind when you're going through what you're going through. And, you know, I don't know what Eazy's going to do, but Eazy did talk about Jae Millz and how he hasn't wrote back at him yet. I mean, it's cool. However y'all do what y'all do, keep doing what y'all do. You know. But you got to understand that when you shoot your shot, people are going to shoot back. And you have to be prepared for it. So, like, comment, subscribe, share. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Keep me in the algorithm so I could do bigger and better things. Meanwhile, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed this content. Peace.
You know I love you more than I can say. I hope we never ever go our separate ways.
I need money. I need cash fast. Give me the bag. Give me the bag.